Ma'am.
Too big lah.
Good
you feel like
afternoon. What is your name?
Janet
that.
Martin,
You move
ma'am.
the thing. You move the thing.
Janet Martin.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I have spoken to you over the telephone some time ago. I'm from the Malaysia Job CNN agency here. Can you remember I've spoken to you one day?
Yes,
I
ma'am.
call your mobile. Can you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You remember?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how many have called you before? How many people have called you from Malaysia?
Dalawa. Two, ma'am. Two.
How many?
Two employer, ma'am.
Two person have called you. One is agent, that is me, and then followed by an employer. It's a man. A man call you, an employer?
Lalaki. Boy po. Yes, ma'am.
A man call you. His name is Jason. Okay, so that was the employer who has interviewed you through the phone earlier. So, do you know what is your job?
Yes, ma'am.
What is your job? What is the job that he told you that you have to do?
Cleaning in the house, ma'am. Washing clothes.
And then the most important thing is what?
I'm cooking, ma'am.
Cooking, washing, cleaning the house is a normal work. But their baby is arriving in December. You have to look after a baby. Can you take care of a baby?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you got experience looking after baby?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? You don't sound sure. Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, are you married?
I'm married, ma'am.
And how many children you have?
2 children, ma'am.
2 children. How old are they?
17 and 21, ma'am.
17 and 21. Okay. What about your husband?
Engineer, ma'am.
Pardon?
Engineer.
Engineer. Is he still with you? Your husband is still around? Your husband is still around?
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Huh? Yes, no. What do you mean? Huh?
He's not here, ma'am.
Yeah. Why he's not with you? Are you living together or you separated or divorced or what?
Separated, ma'am.
Separated. Do you understand English?
Yes, ma'am.
You do, eh? You study up to what year?
Come again, ma'am.
You study up to what year? What is your education?
I'm undergraduate na high school, ma'am.
Undergraduate in the high school.
Undergraduate, yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So you can understand English.
I can understand, ma'am.
Okay. It's important that you can understand. You have to understand. And if you don't understand, you ask and make sure that you understand what your employer is saying.
Okay, ma'am.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
You can, huh? Okay. So if you can't hear, you let me know. I don't want to have a misunderstanding that you don't understand what I say, huh? Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. It's,
Yes,
it's very important. What is your... I know your children. Okay. Your children are quite big, so when you're over here,
Brighter, bit
who
there.
is going to look after them? Do they need somebody to look after them anymore? Your children?
My mother, ma'am.
Your mother can look over them lah. So,
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how old is your mother?
59, ma'am.
59, still okay, still very young. And how old are you?
39, ma'am.
39. Your mother is 59, huh? And okay. Do you know how many years is your contract over here in Malaysia?
2 years, ma'am.
2 years. Do you intend to work for 2 years?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you intend to work more than 2 years?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
No, you concentrate. You listen to me and you answer my question.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I don't want disturbance from others, huh? Okay?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Because when you disturb, you get distracted and you cannot concentrate what I ask you, huh?
Yes,
If you cannot hear me, you tell me, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, okay, you know your contract is for 2 years.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if possible more lah, huh? Okay, and not less than 2 years, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
You know why? Because if you were to go back less than 2 years, then your record will be bad. When it's bad, you want to come back to Malaysia to work again. No, it's difficult for you already because you didn't complete 2 years, and people will have a bad record of you. Understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Because our minimum contract is 2 years, and you have to complete the 2 years. Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are you? You look a bit worried. Huh?
I'm nervous, ma'am.
No. Don't feel nervous. Just relax. Just relax because I want to talk to you like a friend, so that you are not nervous, so that I can understand you more and you can tell me more about yourself. Because I'm taping this interview. You see?
Yes.
In fact, afterward, your employer is coming. You don't go off after this. You wait for a while. Employer is coming here, and he wants to talk to you over the Skype.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Don't feel nervous. Don't feel nervous.
Yes, ma'am.
Just relax. Okay. Okay, very good. Just relax. Okay. So you can look after baby because the baby is coming in December. So from start you will be having the baby, looking after the baby. Maybe you need to bathe the baby, change the baby, and all these things.
Yes.
Okay. Can you still do that because your 2 children is so big already?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you sit back a bit to your left because you are out of focus already. Okay. So can you still look after baby because your 2 children are already so big? Do you still know how to look after babies?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you can. Okay.
Yeah, I can.
Because you know baby are so fragile, and then this is their firstborn, so it's very important that you have to care carefully. You have to be very, very careful with the baby. Understand?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Now, can you tell me more about yourself? Why is somebody teaching you? Is somebody teaching you what to say?
I'm Janet Martin, ma'am. Ano ba?
Slowly, don't feel nervous. You feel like you're talking to a friend. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Why is the camera shaking from your side? Is there somebody adjusting it?
Turn straight up.
Huh? Can you look to your left eye because you're looking down at something? You don't look at the. You look this way. That's right. Okay. Can you tell something about yourself?
I'm Janet Martin, ma'am. I live in Purok Bulawin, Lourdes, Cabanatuan City. I'm born in Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya, ma'am.
How old? How tall? What's your weight?
I'm 39 years old, 5'1", 6 62 kilos, ma'am.
Oh, something like me lah.
Yes,
Maybe I'm a bit fatter. Okay. Then? And then?
yes,
And then some more?
yes.
What you like, what you don't like? What you like?
What, ma'am?
What you like to do? What you like to eat?
I love cooking, ma'am, and washing.
Washing clothes.
Yes, ma'am. Washing clothes.
I see. And then? What do you do during your free time?
Ano ba to? Read and pocketbook, ma'am.
Uh-huh. So what you do now? What are you doing now? Have you got a job now?
None, ma'am. Nothing.
You're not doing anything now?
Yeah. Ma'am?
You're not doing any work now?
No, ma'am.
No. So you're only waiting to come to Malaysia?
Yes, ma'am.
So, what is the reason for coming to Malaysia?
For the future, ma'am.
For the future?
Yes, ma'am.
For yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
For yourself. So now you're finding a job to look after yourself when you are getting old. What about your children? Do they need your support?
Yes, ma'am.
Your children, do they still need your support?
Education, ma'am. For education.
They're studying, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
So you know you have a good reason for coming over to Malaysia.
Yes, ma'am.
So you must stick by it. You must stick
Yes, ma'am.
by it so that you don't fail them. You must give them a good future. So you have to work hard now. Then next time they will look after you better.
Yes, ma'am.
When they get a good job, when they get a good education, they get a good job. Then when you grow old, you don't have to worry. They will look after you. So what you're doing is a good job that you think of their future. So you have to stick by it and work. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, okay, what other things you can do? Do you like to cook?
Yes, ma'am.
What type of food you cooking?
Filipino cooking, ma'am.
Filipino, I know, adobe.
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody come here and cook about adobe for us to eat. So I hope you can come over also and then cook adobe for us to eat. Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
No, you learn
cook
some
for you, ma'am.
you learn some other food and then you bring that recipe over and cook for us to eat, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I want to try your cooking.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what else can you do? What else can you do?
Wala, ma'am. No, ma'am.
No more. You don't know how to do housework, look after baby.
Cook lang. Yes, ma'am. I can't, ma'am.
What about looking after old folks, old people? Looking after
What?
old people. Old people.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
You cannot look after old people?
No, ma'am.
You don't want to look after old people? You don't want to look after old people?
Okay lang. Okay.
You can?
I will, ma'am.
You can?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. But at the moment, if this employer were to take you, I suppose it's more for the baby lah. So you should be very knowledgeable in handling a baby, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you stay far from this Chabanato branch? You stay very
Yes,
far?
ma'am.
Is it very far away?
No, ma'am.
No, huh? Okay, what is your handphone number? Just give me again. Your mobile?
Telephone number.
Your telephone
Telephone number, ma'am.
Yes. What is your telephone number?
Me, ma'am, 0947, ma'am.
0947
53
53
44950.
44950. So, if I want to contact you, I can get you, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can I test a little bit arithmetic? Can I give you a little test? Can you see this?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the answer?
15, ma'am.
Very good. What about this one?
100 plus 50 equals 150, ma'am.
150. What about this one?
32 plus 28, 60, ma'am.
Very good. What about this one?
120 minus 32. 32. 88.
That's right. That's right, 88.
Yes, ma'am.
Correct. Okay, very good. Looks like you know a lot of arithmetic.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Okay. You know your salary, eh? You know that there's no handphone, no off days.
Yes, ma'am.
1 month deduction. 1 month salary. 1 month salary deduction.
Not,
You know about this?
kasi wala naman tayo usapang ganun din.
Company.
You know about this one? Have they told you?
The agency, ma'am, is changed to their policy, ma'am.
No, because when we first got your data, it was when we get it that time, it was with 1 month deduction, and we have already told the employer this. So
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So is it okay?
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay, all right. So is there anything else you want to ask me?
How much my salary, ma'am?
The salary is between 13,000 to 14,000 peso. It's 1,000 ringgit here in Malaysia.
Ma'am, the offer my agency, ma'am, is 17, ma'am.
No, this is still the rate that is given to us when we've got the biodata. So I don't know about that side. It's around 13,000 to 14,000 peso. Okay? Is it alright with you or not? Is it alright with you or not? You better make sure because this is what.
Okay, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, so you tell yourself these are the things, and if you're willing to work, then the employer is willing to take you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay or not? Okay or not?
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Because now you don't change your mind. We will do all the documentation. It will take all in about, before the agent call you, will take about 1 to 2 months before you can come to the agency, to your branch, and do all the paperwork, and then come over here. So you must get yourself prepared. Prepared in the sense that your mind must be prepared to come, and your mind must be ready to work here, and at least for 2 years.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright?
Yes, ma'am.
Why you don't feel happy?
I'm happy, ma'am.
Okay, so if your employer, if let's say, because the way you do work and the way the employer do work is different. So you may do something which the employer don't like, and he get not happy, and then he may scold you. So what would you do if an employer were to scold you?
Yes.
What would you do? Will you scold the employer back? When they say, you see, my question is, See, the employer has their own way of doing things, and you have your own way. So you do it your way. So an employer may not like it, and he may have tell you a few times, but you're still doing it the way that you are doing. So let's say he gets angry, and then he tell you, no, you don't do it that way. So what would you do?
I follow, ma'am.
You follow
Yes.
the employer.
Yes, ma'am.
You follow the employer. I see somebody is teaching you.
No, ma'am, no, ma'am.
No, okay, your own way. So what you do is you talk nicely to the employer, because we don't want you to have any misunderstanding with the employer. You tell the employer, sorry, I will not do it my way. I will learn to do it your way, in a nice tone, in a nice way, so that the employer don't mistaken you that you are talking back to him, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
What you do is you just talk nicely to him and say sorry, you say sorry. I have done. Maybe it's not the right way. You can teach me the right way, then I will follow.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I know to some people is very stubborn about, they want it to do it their way. So especially if they are employer and they're used to their way, so they want you to follow.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How is your attitude? What do you think is, what category is your attitude? How you behave yourself? Are you the type that easily get angry or easily get annoyed if people?
No, ma'am, no, ma'am, no.
No. Do you easily get not happy if somebody were to tell you something?
Danny, come here, help. I think the line very slow lah. Too running.
You can't hear?
What sama?
Most
No,
of-
ma'am. I can repeat, ma'am.
Yeah, you must be you don't talk back to the employer. And the tone that you are talking, you have a pleasing sound. Don't be abrupt. No, I don't want. This type of behavior is no good. You cannot get along with people that way. Okay? Especially the employer. You try to have a good relationship with each other, then your stay in Malaysia will be beautiful. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Because
Yes, ma'am.
they need your help, they bring you over, so they expect you to help them.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
your job will be to look after the house, look after the baby, do the cooking, and while the employer is away, so they will learn to trust you, and you will have to let them trust you. So okay, is there anything you want me to talk to me? Is there anything you want to talk to me or ask me?
Ilan sila sa bahay? How many people, ma'am, in the house?
As far as I can see, there's only 2 and a baby.
Okay, ma'am.
But afterward, he is coming, so you can ask him more. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
So you don't go away first. You don't go away. Can you stay there and wait for me to call you again?
Yes, ma'am.
You don't go away from the office here. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So I will call you again afterward. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So can I speak to what's his name?
Joanna, ma'am.
Joanna. Sorry. Can I speak to
Okay,
Joanna?
ma'am.
You right now also lah.
Yes, ma'am.
You right now right.
Joanna.
Yes, ma'am.
You see, afterward, the employer of this maid, supposed to be employer of this maid, is coming in about an hour. In about an hour's time. So you tell her to stay there and I will call you again when the employer is here so that he can talk to her.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you don't let her go away and keep her there, lah?
Okay, yes, ma'am. We wait your call, ma'am, later.
I will call you when the employer is here.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So if I don't call you, you call me, lah?
What time, ma'am?
I suppose between half an hour to 1 hour's time, lah.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We will call you after 1 hour. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay then.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Make sure the,
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
make sure the bed don't go back.
Yeah.
Off the video.